Hello everybody, I'm Dean Karstens and this is Dean's N-Scale Trains. Today I want to show you how I built this nifty little servo tester built around, and I'll see if I can get you so you can see that screen. There we go. It's built around an Arduino Nano. The Nano is one of the smaller Arduino microprocessors, but it has the capabilities of much of the capabilities of the larger units. As you can see, I've got an input, this potentiometer here. I've got an output to this screen that gives the angle of the servo, and then the signal goes to the servo and it matches the angle of shown on the screen. So stay tuned and I'll show you how I built it.
So here's my servo control circuit. It's built on a readily available multi-point breadboard, and it has an Arduino Nano, a variable resistor, and a 2x16 LCD display. As you can see, the LCD display is glued to a stack of balsa strips, which is then glued to the breadboard. A standard servo can be plugged in through this cable, and when you turn the potentiometer, the servo can be changed from any angle between 0 and 180 degrees.
This is the solderless breadboard that I used. You can buy these on Amazon. Here's an explanation of how they work. They have multiple sets of 5 tie points, and these two, as you can see, indicated with these orange lines. There's a set above and a set below. There are 2 power buses. I only used the bottom one. The negative power bus is indicated with the green rectangle. The 5-volt positive power bus is indicated with a red rectangle. You can buy large sets of wires sized and stripped, as shown in this example here. Or you can make your own with, I think, number 18 gauge wire. To start setting this up, I put the Arduino in the position shown and pushed it into the tie points. I mounted the LCD display by gluing it to a series of balsa strips and then gluing that to the board. I then glued the female end of a standard 3-conductor servo connector cable as shown using hot glue. Now you can start wiring up some of the components. The gray wire runs from the 5-volt Arduino pin 27 to the 5-volt bus. The green wire goes from the negative pin 29 on the Arduino to the negative bus. One side of the potentiometer goes to the negative bus, blue wire. The other side goes to the positive bus, the orange wire. The center tap of the potentiometer goes to the Arduino pin 19. The signal wire of the servo connector goes to the Arduino pin 12. The positive lead of the servo goes to the positive bus, and the negative lead goes to the negative bus, all as shown here. Now we need to zero in on attaching the leads to the LCD. The LCD I used, it's a 2-line by 16 character LCD. It has what's called an I2C interface. Uses only 2 lines. On the back you can see the ground line, the 5-volt line, VCC, and 2 signal lines, SDA and SCL. I used some short pieces of connecting wires and soldered 4 to the back of the LCD. And here are the 4 wires coming from the LCD to the breadboard. The green wire obviously goes to the ground bus. The 5-volt red wire goes to the 5-volt bus. The gray wire from the SDA goes to pin 23, which is the analog 4 pin on the Arduino. And the SCL, the blue line, goes to pin 24, which is the A5 analog line on the Arduino. And finally, here are the photos of the front and the back of the completed unit. Now we need to download the software from Arduino. Go to the official arduino.cc website and navigate to this web page, and then download the appropriate IDE, Integrated Development Environment, to your computer. When you first open up the Arduino program, you get this screen. For some reason, they call the program a sketch. That's because Arduino was developed by an artist. Anyway, a typical Arduino program has two main components. The setup, where you put in things to set up your program, and the loop, which continuously loops. This is a main code that runs what you're trying to do. So what we need to do is first choose the Arduino. We want to go to the Nano and go down to this menu, choose the Nano, and now we need to choose what port it's on. Let's start. We have two choices here. We're going to start with COM6. I think it's wrong, but you'll see what happens. First thing to do is to select all and delete this. So getting a copy of the software is easy because it's stored on Arduino Cloud. So go to your browser and paste in the address that's in the discussion below this video. That will get you to a copy of the Servo tester software. Click anywhere and do a Control A to select everything, and then a Control C. That copies it. Open up your Arduino program and do a Control V to paste it into the software. There's a lot of information on the Arduinos on the internet. You can find all sorts of information. If you don't want to bother learning the code, just copy this in and it will work just fine. So we push this button to upload it to our unit. It compiles it and it uploads it. And it worked. So I had chosen the correct COM port. Let's say I choose the wrong one. Let me try COM4 and let's see what happens. We push the button, it compiles, and then you get an error message. This system cannot find the file specified. In other words, COM4 was the wrong choice. So let's go back and choose the other one. And it compiles and loads correctly. Now I'm going to connect this to one of the servos on my layout, and we'll get the final test of this servo tester. As you can see, it only goes in one direction, so you can't connect this incorrectly. Turn on the power. It goes to 0. Servo is set to 0. So something in the order of 60 degrees. Is what we will use for our final controller. So I've come to the end of this video. If you build this successfully, please let me know in the comments below. If you have problems or questions, also put those in the comments below. As always, if you like my videos, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, Dean's N-Scale Trains. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate it.